she might have one. If it's on.
Are we ready?
Call the meeting to order. Clerks will call the roll.
Glenn Whitley, County Judge.
Here.
Roy C. Brooks, Commissioner Precinct 1.
Present.
Marty Van Ravensway, Commissioner Precinct 2. Gary Fickus, Commissioner Precinct 3.
Here.
J.D. Johnson, Commissioner Precinct 4. Constitutes a quorum.
Thank you. Agenda announcements, Mr. Manius.
Your Honor, we have several announcements for the court this morning, including one that we forgot to put the mic up there. We'll just do this from here. What we'd like to do is approve the consent agenda this morning, also the claims, and then take you all into closed session just very briefly, and then come back and do item A1 under the administrator section.
Okay. You have before you the minutes of our regular meeting of December the 16th.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. You have before you the consent agenda.
Move to approve consent agenda. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. We'll now recess our open session and proceed to closed session to discuss items exempted under sections 551.071, 072, 074, 076, and 087 of the Texas Government Code. Having returned from closed session, we'll now address the following matters.
Your Honor, we have three items to bring to the court yet this morning. The first one is on the administrator section, item A1. Ms. McMillan is here to address the court at this time.
Judge, Commissioners, the court is asked to approve participation with the City of Arlington in the abatement of county ad valorem taxes on the real property improvements only made by Pioneer 360 Business Center and Arkansas 360 for redevelopment and construction of new facilities for a period of 10 years at a maximum rate of 75%. As set forth in the attached agreement. This is a redevelopment of a 72-acre former Forum 303 mall site, which is on the southeast corner of Highway 360 and Pioneer Parkway. The mall structures to be demolished, and they were abating the asbestos, and then the developer will invest approximately $55 million in the redevelopment of the site to an office, warehouse, distribution center. The actual abatement is only set up to cover the cost of the demolition and asbestos abatement, which is approximately $4 million, and with the financing, it comes to about $5.7 million in cost to the developer. Our portion of that is approximately 33%, so we've set a cap on the tax abatement amount of about $1.875 million. However, at the $55 million investment level over the 10-year period at 75%, they probably won't even quite make that 1.8 million. But if the values do
Go down there
rise,
and look, it's already built.
yes. But it hasn't gone on the tax rolls yet. The different phases, it's a separate phases. Phase 1 is already, they haven't started on Phase 2 yet.
They ain't got much room left to build on. I was by there 2 or 3 times during the holidays. It's a huge facility they've got.
The actual abatement is not set to start until 2010.
So are they going to pay taxes on the full amount in 2009?
Correct. That's the way it was set up because they're waiting for the, that's the way it's set up by Arlington. The abatement starts in year 2010.
Make sure that Tad gets out there in 2009, because 1 year will be a pretty significant amount based upon that sucker's built and sitting there waiting to.
We have a lot of abatements like that, though, that wait sometimes because they don't want to, they want the full value for the full 10 years, and maybe they don't have everything on the ground, and this is a 2-phase, and I think
They
they
may
want
not
to
have
wait.
everything they may not have everything inside. Well, again, maybe they're building a whole lot more behind the initial structure.
Well, and they also had to have a certain number of job levels, and so they haven't had to meet the first year of abatement requirement, they have to have so many jobs on site, and they can't get that done until they start having the leases come in.
Move approval. Second.
A motion is second. Any further discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Have before you the personnel agenda.
Move approval of the personnel, to receive and file the personnel agenda. Second.
A motion is second to, she down there?
She didn't
Receive and file. She didn't even get up this time. Receive and file the personnel agenda. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. And you have before yourself the claims, including the addendum.
Move approval of the claims, including the addendum. Second.
We have a motion is second to approve the claims, including the addendum. Any discussion? Please vote. Motion passes unanimously. There being no further business, we're adjourned. Thank y'all for coming out. Have a happy New Year.